like a first video that I'm posting after a long time. Welcome on my channel, welcome on whatever or however this video found you. My name is Isabella and I'm 19. I'm currently graduating and I'm about to start uni this year. As the title already says, I'm making this video because I kind of lost a lot of weight. Kind of lost 30 kg, which is I think 66 lbs if I'm correct. So I just want to talk to you about it, you know. Okay, why am I even making this video? Of course, it's not only because I lost 30 kg. It's like sharing what I did, how I experienced things, what happened, and all that kind of stuff. I basically struggled with weight my whole life. I was a chunky kid. A cute chunky kid. I'm gonna say cute. But that baby fat just didn't go away. And a few things happened while I grew up, so I also didn't really care how I looked, and I kind of used my body as like a protection. Not fun, not good, I know, but that's just how life is, you know. Sometimes we can't really choose what's happening to us or how we can handle stuff. I'm currently trying to find out how to balance everything together, because after losing quite a lot of weight and constantly working out, I gotta be honest, I don't have the best relationship with food. Because if you get chunky and then you lose weight quite quickly, you don't know what healthy eating is. Nuh-uh, you don't. That's something you don't know. I also understand that weight and like calories and all that is hard, it's difficult, especially food. Let's be honest, everyone has their own issues or struggles with food, which is sadly a normality, but that's just how our life is. Especially when we grow up and we're like supposed to be this perfect, pretty, and then you're not that perfect pretty, and then you already think like, okay, it doesn't matter anymore, you know. I was a chunky kid and I ate whatever I wanted, what I could find, what I could grab, you know. When I was by the daycare, it wasn't that big of a deal because when I had food there, I didn't need to take lunch, or I didn't really care about eating more, you know. Like, I didn't care, I had stuff to do type shit. Around 13, 14, a few things happened which weren't the best and also made me very insecure. 15, the same thing, but like that whole time I gained quite a lot. Weight at that time was like protection I had. I could protect myself and I could hide in it. I was invisible, you know, something a lot of people like to be, perhaps, when you're that age and stuff happens you didn't like. Yeah. Also, please ignore my lighting. My lighting is my iPad. My iPad's my lighting, and I have my notes on my MacBook, and my phone stand is not stable. So I apologize if that is like annoying. I don't know, I'm very sorry. I dislike myself a lot, and I didn't really care that much about how others perceived me, how I perceived myself, and I am very insecure now as well, but that's just a longer process, isn't it? Fun. I actually had a disc prolapse 2 years ago when I was 17, and I instantly had to go into a job that I had concerning leveling up in school, grading up, going up. I don't know, I'm not English, but it didn't really help my back, let's just say that. So I did have a lot of pain in it, and I didn't really get physiological therapy either, or physical therapy. Both needed when you have a disc prolapse in that age actually, but didn't have either. So that happened, and basically my health wasn't good. It really wasn't. I also have celiac disease on top of that, so of course I already have some things that lack in my body, but I also have iron deficiency, but I do take iron, so we're not gonna talk about that. I trained it all alone because my sister wasn't here while I was training, and who wants to train with their parents? And I'm too insecure to go into a gym, so we have a lot of equipment at home. I did everything at home, or like outside on runs, you know, which is good, I think, but it's also a little hard to do everything yourself. My highest, drum roll please, because that's crazy, that's fucking crazy, was 116.4 kg, which is around 256.6 lbs. Let that sink in. And currently I'm at 86.5. Editing. Today's the 3rd or 4th of June. I think it's the 4th. Please ignore that, I don't know right now. And we are at 85.9. It's not that huge of a drop from when I filmed the video, but oh my god, guys, we are under 86. And I will leave this now in the video and like put the other stuff away. Don't worry, I will still put the calculation here, how much it is in pound, whatever. But yeah, I'm low-key very proud of myself. You know, pat on my back. Now I can do that with no issue. Couldn't do that before. That's actually so sad, like genuinely sad. I'm not saying that it's sad if you're like overweight or chunky, or you're taller than I am and you're that weight. Doesn't matter. I'm 163 centimeters, meaning I'm like 5'3", 5'2.5", something like that. You know, it's not the best for my height and my age. My BMI still is above 30, which I don't really like, but I can't train faster. Like a friend of mine said, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. But I still would like it to go faster, you know. But that's normal, I think. Also, before I continue with like what I did, short random fact, because I'm pretty sure you know this in the background. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, and I have all sorts JoJo or anime or random stuff in my room, and I always thought that was everything I am. I thought all I could ever be was this, I'm a nerd, I'm fun, I'm the fun friend. And it's really crazy when people look at you nowadays and they're like, oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. You have such nice facial features. You have a nice body. That's weird. Like, that's weird to me. That's genuinely weird. Because I was not really ever thinking how I was pretty or that I could be pretty or anything like that. It's weird. I'm not saying I was ugly. I'm just saying I hated myself because I looked like what I wanted to protect myself from. Like, not that people that looked like that made me feel weird or something, but like I wanted to protect myself from something. And going from a size 2XL, 3XL to MS shirts and LXL pants, maybe even M pants, depending on the fit. It's low-key crazy. I never expected that to happen, to be quite frank with you. I'm still a little unhappy, and I would like to lose like 4 to 10 kilograms. That still is like written in the stars though, how many I really need to lose to feel confident and happy. But I know that I will not go under 70 or 65 or something, because being under 90 is a completely new experience for me. Genuinely. Like, I never expected that to happen in my now young adult life. Anyway, I will tell you what I did now. So, as already mentioned, I had an internship when I had my desk prolapse, and it was in gastronomy. So you had a lot of walking and running and carrying heavy things and all that. But didn't really lose weight, maybe like 3 to 4 kg, if even. And then I ate it up again, like I didn't care after that or before that. But I did start like going on walks and short runs on the treadmill. After that, I just didn't want to be chubby anymore. I'm not saying I was ugly. I felt like I was ugly and I didn't want to be there anymore. But low-key, I'm just sad. Like, I'm really sad for her, past me, what she had to go through to look like that, you know. But last year, I then started to work out the whole summer. Like, I tried to track my calories. I didn't do it correctly most of the time, I think. But I tried. You can't hate a girl for trying. And I also went on regular walks and runs. I lost around 10 kg in that time. And when I got together with my now ex-boyfriend back then, I gained a bit of weight again because I got so comfortable with him and I didn't really care anymore about improving myself because I thought he's gonna love me anyway. We didn't break up because of that, don't worry, we did not break up because of that. I gained like 3 to 5 kg back then, and now I've been currently training since February. In total, in general, whole thing, I'm down 30 kg now, meaning I have trained around 20 kg I have trained down now. I work like my core, I work my arms, I do strength training, I sometimes do calisthenics, not really that much anymore, but sometimes. I did yoga for a long time and Pilates as a starter for like a whole month or 2 months. I didn't really do it correctly, I think, but now I have adapted moves into my stretches. Meaning I do, let's say, a Pilates move when I stretch, or I do goblin squats from calisthenic warm-up in my warm-up, or I do leg raises and all that stuff as a warm-up. And I did make a plan. It's just something I did and I wanted to do, and I made this plan with the help of random Instagram videos and TikTok videos, and then I texted an AI and was like, hey, do you think that's good for my body?
I'm not saying that you should be like in full-on AI lover or something.
I just really like that it's helping me with improving how I use my body and how I move my body. I also track my calories, and I'm gonna be honest, YouTube does not like that word, so I'm not saying it, but I had problems in the past with it. Beforehand, a lot of stress and emotional. And then starting this February, barely any. And now I'm currently trying to higher my calories to still stay in a calorie deficit. That's gonna be a long time till I'm not in a calorie deficit anymore, but to higher my calories and to work on it. A healthy balance, for example. I can also show you a few of my meals that I nowadays make. It's mostly like 1 or 2 small things and then like 1 bigger meal. And listen, I want to lose around 2 to 10 kg now. See how happy I am, because I am pretty happy with how my upper body looks and how my legs look, but I'm still not the biggest fan of my stomach, which is sadly the last part that usually changes at a woman. And since I've showed you so many pictures of how I used to look, I have to show you how I look now, don't I? So yeah, I'm not super happy. I mean, I'm already surprised that I got to lose so much, but working on it is easy. Understanding it is hard. It's really hard. Working on it is hard as well. If I would say it's so easy, everyone can do it, that would be a huge lie. I mean, of course, everyone should improve themselves and make themselves happy, but it's not always easy. It really isn't. Like, I have my weight tracked on my notes app, and I used to track it when I was like higher. I used to track it like before using the toilet, after using the toilet, before I worked out in the morning, before the toilet in the morning. I stopped doing that, and I started to measure my body to know how many centimeters I have around like my waist, my hips, and under my chest. And when the scale didn't move like for 1 or 2 days, I got very hyper focused on the numbers weight wise. Or when my period started, also not too fun. So if you do want to start losing or like start your healthy weight loss, whatever, don't concentrate too badly on the numbers. I know I still do, so it's still a bit hard for myself to... I'm soon going on vacation with a friend of mine, and I'm not gonna track in that week. Probably. Most of the time I will not track. I will track like my drinks and when I eat something indoor, or when I can track the meal that I have in front of me. Genuinely scared, because I also cannot work out there. I can go on walks, I can go run, I can do sit-ups and push-ups in the hotel, but we don't have a gym. I'm sorry if that was weird. I'm just genuinely a bit scared still that if I don't do anything, I will just be back in the weight that I was before. Well, I have changed a lot. That's just still what my brain needs to work on. I'll update you on like how I'm progressing, how it's going, if I'm losing weight, how graduation was, yada yada yada. And you can also find me on my socials, which are basically the same name, just variations. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, night, morning, whatever. And I hope my video entertained you for the time you were here.